What are archetypes? And how does understanding the archetype that you identify with the most help you in entrepreneurship? Archetypes are universal and timeless patterns that are rooted in our human psychology, and they reside in that space that Carl Jung calls the collective unconscious. So a good way of thinking of the collective unconscious is that if you can picture individualized trees in a forest as being the individual minds or the personal minds of each and every person, if you were to picture under the ground those roots being connected in a vast network, you can think of that connection of the roots under the ground as the collective unconscious. It's the place where these software programs reside and from which we derive meaning by filtering our consciousness through them. So there are four main archetypes that people usually identify with. So you may not necessarily identify fully with one archetype exclusively, but perhaps some sort of mix of the four. So those four archetypes are that of the parent, the lover, the sage or mystic, and the professional or the warrior. So identifying the archetype that you are most heavily identified with is actually very instructive, because what it shows you is not only your proclivities, your leanings consciously, but it also shows you the things that you might be pushing away. And here's the thing. The things that you might be pushing away as a result of the heavy identification with one of those archetypes is what you need to find out in order to understand what it is that you need to bring online that you've been neglecting that may actually hold the key to your success in entrepreneurship. If you're interested in self-knowledge and figuring out which archetype you identify with the most and what that means for you in your entrepreneurial ventures, I have something for you. Click the link in the bio where you can take the free Business Persona Archetype quiz. So remember, knowledge of self is the most important knowledge that you can gain in this lifetime. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and take the quiz.